From a standing position with your knees slightly bent, at least 1 inch, gently pull your elbow behind your head as you bend from your hips to the side. Hold an easy stretch for 10 seconds. Do both sides. Keep your knees slightly bent for better balance. Do not hold your breath. Stand about 12 to 24 inches away from a fence or wall with your back towards it. With your feet shoulder width apart and toes pointed straight ahead, slowly turn your upper body around until you can easily place your hands on the fence or wall at about shoulder height. Interlace your fingers above your head, and with your palms facing upward, push your arms slightly back and up. Feel the stretch in your arms, shoulders, and upper back. Most women will not feel much of a stretch in this position, but for tight people, especially men, this position lets you know if you have tight ankles. If there is a strain, place your hands on the outside of your legs for support as you balance yourself slightly forward. Find a position you can hold for 10 to 30 seconds. If you need more of a stretch, lean back gently, as far back as it is comfortable. Gently lower your right shoulder downward as you lean your head. With your ear toward your left shoulder, hold a comfortable stretch for 5 seconds. Then repeat on the other side. Put the soles of your feet together and hold onto your toes. Gently pull yourself forward, bending from the hips until you feel a good stretch in your groin. You may also feel a stretch in the back. Don't hunch your back. Keep your back nice and straight. Sit with your right leg straight. Bend your left leg. Cross your left foot over and to the outside of your right knee. Then bend your right elbow and rest it on the outside of your upper left thigh, just above the knee. Use your elbow to keep this leg stationary with controlled pressure to the inside. Now, with your left hand resting behind you, exhale slowly and turn your head to look over your left shoulder. At the same time, rotate your upper body toward your left hand and arm. As you turn your upper body, think of turning your hips in the same direction, though your hips won't move because your right elbow is keeping the left leg stationary. This should give you a stretch in your lower back inside of hips. Hold for 5 to 15 seconds and make sure you do both sides. In a sitting position, hold your knees with your hands and pull them to your chest. Gently roll up and down your spine, keeping your chin down towards your chest. This will further stretch the muscles along the spine. Roll back and forth 4 to 8 times or until you feel your back start to limber up. From a standing position, squat down with your feet flat and toes pointed out at an approximately 15-degree angle. Your heels should be 4 to 12 inches apart depending on how limber you are, or as you become familiar with stretching, depending on exactly what parts of your body you want to stretch. Keep your knees to the outside of your shoulders, directly above the big toe. To stretch the muscle in the front of the hip, move one leg forward until the knee of the forward leg is directly over the ankle. Your other knee should be resting on the floor. Now, without changing the position of the knee on the floor or the forward foot, lower the front of your hip downward to create an easy stretch. As you become more flexible, continue to move the front foot forward as you lower your hips. Keep your shoulders directly above your hips and your back vertical. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds and repeat for the other side. From a standing position with feet pointed straight ahead, gradually spread your legs until you feel a stretch on the inside of your upper legs. Think of your hips going straight down. Use hands for balance. Hold an easy stretch for 5 to 15 seconds. As you become more limber, keep moving your feet apart until the desired stretch is created. As you get lower in the stretch, keep your feet upright with your heels on the floor. To stretch your left hamstring and the right side of your back, slowly bend forward from the hips toward the foot of your left leg. Keep your chin and your back straight. Hold a good stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. If necessary, use a towel. While still lying on the floor, you can stretch your upper spine and your neck. Interlace your fingers behind your head at about ear level. Do this 3 to 4 times to loosen up the upper spine and neck gradually. Keep your jaw relaxed, back teeth slightly separated, and keep breathing. Bend your left knee at 90 degrees and with your right hand pull the bent leg up and over the other leg as shown. Turn your head to look toward the hand of the left arm that is straight out from the shoulder. Your head should be resting on the floor, not held up. Now using the right hand on your left thigh, resting just above the knee, pull your bent left leg down toward the floor until you get a mild stretch feeling in your lower back and the side of the hip.